right, yo. The first trade we're gonna make. All right, y'all. So I've been watching the NFL in real life this year, and one player really stood out to me. He's the third string quarterback on the Browns, and I just want him as like a backup for our team because Sam Howell may not be the answer. Um, so yeah, I just want this brother. You know, just he's young. I just want some more depth. Yeah, he's young. I just want some more depth. But I don't think he's a fourth round pick worth. But I'll still trade for him just because I like what I've seen out of him in the preseason. So, but yeah, now we just traded for our first guy ever in the franchise, and that's Thompson Robinson from the Cleveland Browns. We gave them a fourth round pick in return.
This is the player card. Here are a player's motivations.
Yes. I know. But all right, y'all. So I'm going to start early. I'm going to start developing them early. So we about to hit training camp. You in the stream camp? All right. So I say, even though Sam Howell isn't the typical quarterback that we would roll with, even he isn't my type of quarterback, I'm still going to try to develop him because he is our starter. So I'm not just going to bypass him for another guy for no reason. So, I'm going to try to make it work. I'm going to try to make it work with him. And if he can't do it, yeah, whoever earns it in preseason, we're going to see. Yes. But yeah, man. Oh, really? All right, y'all. We're not going to waste no more time. We're going to hop in the preseason just to see what we got, as a team and what I need to work on in the sliders. But in this, I'll be choosing my focus players. So the players I plan to develop in this series. So it's for sure going to go to Brian Robinson Jr. He's our starting running back. He's 24 years old, 80 overall star. He's going to be the focus of us. We also going to try to develop Thompson Robinson as well, because he's a quarterback that I may plan on needing in the future. So, yeah, these are going to be our focus guys. Speaking of that, I gotta adjust the XP sliders Because one thing I noticed in some Maddens, one thing I notice sometimes in Madden, like the regression just doesn't happen. And I feel like people should get more XP based on their age. You know, the younger you are, typically you develop more when you're young, and the older you are, you begin to kind of stop. You know what I mean? So regression is going to have to be important as well, because I believe once you get like 30 years old, you start going down. You know, your progression starts to slow down. All right, quarterbacks regression. Quarterbacks don't regress as much. Halfbacks regress a lot. You know, the older running backs get, the worse they are because it's just a brutal position. Tight ends, not so much. Receivers, not so much. Yeah. Come on, man. Get the fuck away from there. Come on. All right. Regression is really going to start to hit as they get older, like I've been saying. Cool. And another thing I want to show y'all is the trading. I mean, not trading, the draft. So the draft class strength is another thing that I think is pretty interesting. Like, if y'all see that we're not getting enough quarterbacks in these drafts, or like we're not getting enough superstar talent coming out of the draft and it's just kind of lame, you can adjust how strong you want this class. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's what we're doing now. About to upgrade our players and get ready for the preseason. All right, y'all. We about to hit this preseason.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Commanders and the Browns, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. And tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Cleveland Browns. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And folks,
you can't hear the game?
Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people, but I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go. New realistic rebuild. Our first one in Madden 24, man.
This is guys who truly believe in themselves. Come back and bounced on and off practice squads.
Oh man, it was an up and down hill with the Cardinals, but we on to something else now.
Led his team to an undefeated record with 15 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. in a shortened season before the league folded. A little bit of personal success. He has what it takes to lead a team.
Okay, I see you, Kareem.
They run again with Hunt, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That felt like a trap.
As we all know, the starters are only going to play the first quarter, so it'd be nice to see what we got here.
From the shotgun, it's Walker being chased down.
Oh my God.
Past the 50.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He let the explosive
He might not want to run that next time.
knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Walker's throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
All right, yo, let's get a stop.
First down, Walker.
Oh, yeah.
Picked by Kenneth Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick.
Kendall Fuller, my 79 overall defensive back, comes up with the interception.
The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic,
You know, he's one of those players that I want to develop over time. And now comes out Sam Howell, the starting quarterback, 74 overall for the Washington Commanders.
Second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
He comes from North Carolina.
for last year's fifth-round pick. One start as a rookie and didn't look bad at all winning the team's finale.
We're going to start it off with the handoff just to see what we can do.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Now 2nd and 5. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
Okay, so I see we're blocking pretty well.
It's a first
We can run the ball.
Washington on a pickup of 11. Here's Howell. That's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. There on first down, got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to take this across the 15 in the miles.
All right, we need to make something happen.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with 3rd and 7 ahead. 7 yards for the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, Myles Garrett. Myles fucking Garrett. Yeah, we had no chance there, guys.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the punter, Trench Way, as he sends this one away. Well, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had a good drive going.
All right, both teams comes out, and both teams can't get a stop.
They get kind of mulligan because we're still at 0-0.
They certainly do. You notice he spent a lot of time on the phone. You know, Nate, I know he wasn't talking to mom and dad on that when he was talking to the eyes upstairs, talking to the coaching staff. Guaranteed. What did you see? What was I doing? How do we make sure that doesn't happen again in this ball game?
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3rd and 2. To throw is Walker. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Cooper's first catch. No score
All right.
after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 2.
All right, now we got the second string in. Let's see who can stand out and earn some playing time here. So one thing I won't be doing, I won't be switching on the people. and tackling with them. I just want to see their, how they tackle on their own with their ratings.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And a good space right there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
But yeah, this is just to see who we got, who can make some plays. Everybody that makes a play in this game, I'm going to write their name down. Some of these guys won't be here when the season starts. They'll be getting cut, so I'm keeping my receipts.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost, and number two,
taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty,
all right.
Kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one.
Jacoby Brissett comes out. He's our second-string quarterback. Let's see what he can do.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain to 26. The last play got just
all right.
here, second and 10 for 26.
See who else we got. All right, all right. Like I said, man, this is all about seeing who can make some plays. These people are fighting for playing time here. I don't care about overalls. I care about people who make plays.
On play action, Brissett. They'll buy some time right. That's complete to Turner. And tackle and quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
All right, we got Mr. Rodriguez in the backfield.
7 yards there for the first down.
yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking and kind of attack. They got a nice little drive going right here.
Brissett to throw on first. Down and open, it's Pringle. And get him down after a pickup of 8.
Jacoby Brissett's looking really comfortable in the pocket. I like what I'm seeing from him.
Back across the field, you probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he might be a little bit sooner by the time he looked at it.
Okay, look, Gibson. Antonio Gibson on the strong run.
Before it's all said and done. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. From the red zone now, Brissett. And he's going to go. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Rodriguez now on second down.
So it looks like our run blocking is really good. I'll have to go in and check the ratings of my linemen just to make sure.
10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
You get in a second and long situation.
Rodriguez Jr. gets the first touchdown of the entire season.
Big pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. To hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Slides.
I know y'all are excited to see Thompson Robinson, the rookie we traded for from the Cleveland Browns, the quarterback out of UCLA. We will be seeing him in the second half. Don't worry, we'll show him in the second half. He'll get his debut.
And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. They'll come out throwing here to start the
Oh, my God. Emmanuel Forbes with the interception.
Easy to second guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a few behind at the moment.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe the defense.
Now a timeout signal for them. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Throwing, Brissett. Flush.
Touchdown, Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So 6 seconds all that remains.
I wish I could get excited, but it's only the preseason, guys.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee and that should do it for half. So we've reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
All right, let's go, guys. Let's see if Mr. Pringle has some skill here. I said everybody's fighting for their spot. Jacoby Brissett will come in. Thompson Robinson will most likely debut in the 4th quarter of this game. Nobody's open. Great defense from the Browns.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset, he's hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there.
Oh no, we're saving the black jerseys for opening night. Our first home game, we're going to roll with the black jerseys. Because it's their funeral. Oh my God. Percy Butler. The guy out of UL Lafayette with the fumble recovery for the touchdown. Percy Butler from UL Lafayette.
Slide for the PAT. It's good.
But yeah, I will look at the fumbling because it seems like every time I hit stick, they fumble, so I just won't do it.
And then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
I'll just continue letting the computer tackle and evaluate my players like that.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Out to his left. And he'll take his beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yes, I also fixed their pass blocking because I seem to be getting off of their pass blocks super easy. Yes, I must say, we are playing well as a team, you know? Good pass breakup.
Tried to get it that time to change Crochet. That'll bring up second down. Now we get a look at the most recent draft class, and you need to get real familiar with some of these names here because this front office thinks that these are going to be guys that have an impact for them on Sundays for years to come.
I think you're exactly right about that. And what I know about
Oh my God, who is that? Whoever that guy was, he got beat. Any thoughts on Travis Hunter? The report says that Travis Hunter is returning to Colorado for another year, so we won't even have a chance of drafting him this year.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Back to throw again.
Yeah, man, I know. But we have bigger issues to worry about, like the quarterback situation. What are we going to look like for the next few years with that, you know?
They go play action here on first down. And
Emmanuel Forbes, the first-round draft pick last year. Whoever that quarterback is, he is horrible.
So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there is no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
The Washington offense set to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception. And a chance to build on their lead as they start with the 1st and 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Chris Rodriguez was apparently a draft pick last year, a running back out of Kentucky, so he's been playing really well this game.
And he's going to take this down close to his first down at the Brown 16. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 4th down now.
Antonio Gibson on the carry. Well, now we get to see Thompson Robinson, the quarterback that we traded for from the Cleveland Browns. He gets his debut today. And so does a few other guys on our roster. All right.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. And he's out. Touchdown Chris Rodriguez.
Rodriguez has his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day.
And the Commanders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by Slides up and good. And a lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter.
Well, I don't know about saying we have a good lineup, because this is the second team. We for sure have a better bench than the Browns. At least we know that.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw.
Like, look at the interceptions this dude is throwing. Like, it's coming right to my guy. Like, that guy's not going to have a job. And I'm also going to look at the QB accuracy.
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say.
7 yards there in the first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size can't really hide it. But the tight end's really
Thompson Robinson on the scramble.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
And this is a balancing.
Yeah, he's fast. And that's why I traded for him. You know, he's only a 61, but in real life, in preseason, he was going off in real life. Like, he's awesome in real life, man. So I'm thinking I could possibly develop him as a 61 overall. I could develop him into something, but we'll wait and see. But a few things I want to look at after this game: the fumbling, the pass blocking, and the QB accuracy by the computer, and the pass coverage.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the list. It's Bryant. He's tested good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. They're second and a yard, 34. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the center of the field. It's incomplete. They lead big.
It's either that or it's just that quarterback is ass.
No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this Monday contest.
He is going to have his first down as he was convicted by plenty there in fourth quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He finds his man complete. It's 4. And we're about 6 out of that as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's got his target.
Bro, now that you say it, that's a great question. Injuries are on, but I haven't seen not one. So that's another thing I'll look at. Picking up the injuries as well, because that's a part of the game, you know? Sometimes you're going to have to play without people.
They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Early, 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
2nd and 9 now.
Will you be doing a realistic rebuild soon, or no? Because,
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
bro, this guy, whoever this guy is, he's been getting beat all game. Oh no. Oh no, that's his 2nd time getting beat. Oh no, who is this guy? I'm cutting him. Who is this guy? Johnson? Alright, Johnson. He's gone. He's not gonna have a job after this week. Like Johnson, stay getting beat.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. They finally score, can't even kick the extra point.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Throw left side complete. That's right. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, I'm just running it out.
Advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Yeah, bro. And that's why preseason is important. You know, it can help work out all those kinks. Because I've seen a couple things that we need to work on. You know. Pass blocking. Pass blocking was okay. My wide receiver catching can go down 1 or 2. My run blocking, I feel like, was too good at times. Ball security, we never fumble. So that should go down. Pass defense, interceptions. Interceptions can go down. We be catching way too many. And pass coverage is okay. Our tackling is okay. QB accuracy. Their pass blocking needs to go up. All right, we'll try that. All right, yo. Overall, what do y'all think? I'm gonna look at this roster and look and see if I remember what players were making plays. You know, like Scary Terry, Dotson, Curtis Samuel, Pringle, Chris Rodriguez, he was the guy that scored 2 touchdowns. He's a rookie out of Kentucky. He scored 2 touchdowns in his first preseason game. His first game ever in the NFL preseason. He scored 2 touchdowns. He's a rookie out of Kentucky. The future is looking really bright for him. He's 5'11", almost 230. So I must say I like the way he runs more than I like the way Antonio Gibson runs. You know, him right there. But, yeah. Sam Howell was okay. Thompson Robinson earned himself an upgrade from that performance last week. From that scramble for a touchdown, earned himself an upgrade. Our offensive line is not the best. So, yeah, my pass blocking will go down as well as my run block. Because this is not a good offensive line at all. We do have a solid defensive line. We have a solid defense overall. Where's that Johnson guy? Where's Johnson? That makes sense. He's a 69. Oh, Mr. Johnson. Oh, and he went to Southern. I'm sorry. You gone. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to cut Johnson, man. I had to cut him. All right, y'all. But yeah, y'all, that'll be all for this stream. I don't want to make this episode too long. Yeah, next episode will be against the Baltimore Ravens in the preseason. And after that, we'll be facing the Bengals in the preseason as well. So, yeah, just look forward to continue this, this path right here, man. So, let me adjust this before I forget. Yeah, I'm going to shower real quick, though. Let me see.